Over the years, I have spent a lot of money on World of Tanks Blitz, and with the Battle Pass becoming a very viable solution to get gold very cheap in the game, it's fantastic that sponsorships like Huawei exist, where you can get the Battle Pass for even cheaper 50% off, as well having 25% coupon for larger packs and 10% points back on all World of Tanks Blitz purchases. Honestly, Huawei is a lifesaver when it comes to some of the bigger deals in World of Tanks Blitz, especially if you want to get the Battle Pass for a very cheap price tag, raking in all of those rewards. It is also incredibly easy to set up a Huawei App Gallery account. First of all, go to the link in the description down below, download the Huawei App Gallery application, and make sure to create an account. Once you've created your account, make sure to put your location settings to either Ireland, New Zealand, UK, or Australia, as those are the only places where this promotion works. And that's really it. Just click the other link where I've got the coupon promotion, click claim, make sure you download World of Tanks Blitz on the App Gallery store, and you're ready to go. Start saving money. Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, T21 Blitz, and in today's video we will be taking a look at the brand new Battle Pass vehicle, the Ranger. Now I gotta be honest, this Battle Pass tank is definitely the most lackluster we have had for quite a long time. There's already a collector in the game called the T21. Used to be a tech tree, but when Wargaming rolled out 5.5, the T21 was removed from the game. Now statistically, if we were to make our way over to Blitz Stars, you can see that the vehicles perform pretty similar. The DPM's only 5% more on the Ranger. Everything else is basically the same. The premium pen, the standard pen, all that is the same. Aiming time is the same. You've got 5% better dispersion, and apart from that, really nothing else. You've got basically the same armor. So in all regards, the Ranger is just a T21, but with a reskin. Now, as I always say, the Battle Pass itself is not a bad deal. You can get it extremely cheap, and usually the rewards in the Battle Pass, like the 2,500 gold, plus the other rewards like the credits, the free XP, and the certificates, are 100% worth the price, especially if you're using Huawei's deals where you can get it half off. Yeah, Battle Pass, not a bad way at all to spend your money in Blitz. You can easily rack up thousands of gold for only $5 a month. So I would suggest it, but I wouldn't really suggest to hold on to this tank. I honestly think that selling it for 500 gold is probably a better idea than actually playing it that much, especially if you already own the T21, then just sell your T21 for the 500 gold and keep the Ranger. Either way, you really only need one of these tanks. They're statistically almost the same. Now, I have not gotten the camo for the vehicle yet. If you would like to see what the camo looks like, I actually think it looks really nice. I think that this is a super duper nice camo, and it's even got a little emerald on the back that I guess powers the vehicle, kind of like Sonic 2, but either way, the vehicle looks really cool. I think the camo is honestly super nice on the tank. It's got solar panels, little saws to make it look like a vehicle that would be in the woods, but apart from that, there's really nothing special about it. So let's get into a battle or two and see how the vehicle can perform. And here we are loading into our first battle. What do we have up against us? We got a Britannia Panther, a Chaffee, a Juno, SU-100Y, Tiger, Kuromori Mine, a high score, and a Panzer 5.4. Now, for most tier 6s, the highest score, or the Gargoyle, is not too much of a threat, but because the T21 has basically zero armor, yeah, I'm actually going to have to be a little bit worried. Thankfully, we have a lot of speed. So let's use that great top speed, make our way over towards base C, and hopefully that's going to help us out. So yeah, I mean, I'm not super worried this game. We're down at tier 6, so even if we do completely bomb and do absolutely nothing, I'm not really going to be too mad. Alright, well nobody's spotted yet, which is actually pretty interesting, I would 100% say. When it comes to tier 6 teams, you never know what they're going to do, but there's already a high score spotted. I'm not going to shoot. The whole point of a light is to use your mobility and spotting to detect for your team, and look at that, we've already got 200 assistance damage. Now he spotted the SU-100Y. We can get one shell into his tank. That's going to really stress him out, I would say, and then we can fire another shell and completely miss it, but I mean, look at the assistance damage we have just racked up with this vehicle. And we even got the clear on the SU-100Y. I gotta say, mobility plus the great spotting on this tank is actually very nice, but again, you could do all of this in the T21. So let's keep using that great top speed, make our way towards the enemy on A side. High score, we got the Juno. The real thing I'm just questioning about this vehicle is why sell it? I mean, we just had a T21 event. I don't really understand the purpose of this tank when the T21 was just offered like literally a month or two ago. I don't really get it. I mean, if this was sold maybe a year later, sure, but I don't get the purpose of selling the vehicle so close to when they sold the T21 as well. Alright, well, let's get one shell into this Chaffee. There's 2 shells into the Chaffee. We're getting some nice damage out. Let's see if we can get a 3rd shell in. Nope. But, you know what, we've already managed to get a pretty big chunk on the enemy team. That's the Juno right off to the side, and I just realized, I think that's his rear. Yes, it is. Couldn't really tell what I was looking at there, but in 2 more seconds, we should be able to get another shell into the side of the Juno. There you go. I mean, we are absolutely wrecking this guy. I don't think he really knows how to play the game, but I will take full willing advantage of that. Let's reload again, and a fire. Nice. Alright, gun's not too bad at all. I gotta say that little bit of increased dispersion over the stock standard T21 is a bit nicer. I just kind of wish this tank had better shell velocity. I really dislike the tier 6 shell velocity values when they kind of struggle. But either way, we're trying our best here. Let's get a nice shot again into that Chaffee. This thing's turret is really big and very easy to penetrate, which you're gonna have to be careful about when driving the tank in general, because vehicles like this Chaffee are just gonna butter through you. But I'm starting to load premium shells because I don't want to be trolled by my not-so-great pen, so if this guy pokes again, should be able to get an easy pen into his tank. Come on, you know you want to, or you don't. Well, the Juno's not looking at us, so I'm just going to push right over towards this side of the Chaffee. Let's get 1 miss on him, but that's all fine. We're going to out-reload him anyway on the final shell, so it's not going to matter too much. We can also give this guy a little bit of a love tap, and a goodbye. Alright, not bad. Now, we do have the Juno off to the side, but this guy seems to be completely oblivious, so let's just make our way over towards the side of his tank. Nice shell into the side, finishing him off, and let's speed into base B. Alright, with base B being captured, we should be able to at least stop the enemy team from winning on base capture points. Let's get a nice miss on the side of the Panzer IV. Unfortunate for us. We do also know that the high score was off to our side, so gotta be, oh my god, this gun. Gotta be a little cautious about the high score. But to be totally honest, if this guy pokes, which he did, he's going to die. Alright, well, we've done a pretty solid job so far. We were just able to repair our gunner right there, which means now we're going to butter through the Panzer IV. There's 1, there's 2 shells, and in 3 more seconds, we should be able to get another one out, and a fire. Nice, look at that, even a max roll. So, pretty good battle for the Ranger, if I gotta be totally honest. Not only were we able to absolutely carry our team into victory, but again, it's tier 6, so this isn't really anything impressive. This is just tier 6 teams doing tier 6 things. So 2,647 damage dealt. We were able to pull out a mastery. And yeah, so as I said, you can do well in this tank. It's not a bad vehicle, but you probably could have done everything I just did there in a T21 as well. That's just the only problem I have with this vehicle. Why make a collector of a collector that already exists? Why not make like a special version of some other tier? I don't know. You know what I think would be a cool idea? Why not make a tier 6 Bulldog? We have the M41 Bulldog at tier 7. We have the Lech Panzer, which is a German Bulldog, and obviously the T49 runs on the Bulldog chassis. Why not bring a tier 6 Bulldog, which has the armor profile and the mobility of the tier 7, with the kind of worse gun that the Ranger carries? I think that would have made a really cool vehicle, because we don't really have one. But oh well, I guess Wargaming kinda disagreed. Oh, here we are in our next battle. What do we have on the enemy team? We got a Chaffee, MT25, T150, VK2801, Panzer IV Gargoyle. Okay, you know what? This is a pretty solid lineup. They've got a lot of tier 6s, but none of them are really scary, especially for a player like myself. So I think we should be able to do a pretty solid job. I have one flaw to point out in Wargaming's theory about this tank, and I feel like it's supposed to be powered by the Emerald, but we don't have the Emerald on the back of it, and it's still moving. I'm calling you out on your stuss, Wargaming. There's no way that little solar panel is powering this entire vehicle, especially because I see fumes coming out of the back of it. In fact, I don't even know why this tank has a solar panel, now that I think about it. Okay, well, let's push over towards A. I've got to be real, my tier 6 team is pushing more together than most of my tier 10 teams do, but that's just how tier 6 works. I always get frustrated when I play tier 10 and my teams are worse than, like, lower tier teams. I think the biggest issue in tier 10 is that Alpha is so big that a lot of tanks can just die instantly, compared to where down at tier 6, since Alpha is not very high, it's pretty hard to die very quickly. So we're going to keep on going behind the enemy. We've got enough mobility to easily outspot and outposition an enemy vehicle, like the Panzer IV Gargoyle that we were just able to get a nice shell into. So we got the T150 in mid, and I'm also being careful, because with a tank that is this fast, you obviously need to be aware of your surroundings. So we got the Gargoyle off to the side, and ooh, that's an MT25. Don't want to lose all my health to him, but we still did lose a pretty hefty chunk there. But hey, you know what? We're going to get another shell into that MT, and with that, we can also get a shell into the Gargoyle. Nice. Okay, let's reload again. I don't think this MT25 is enjoying this all too much, and if this high score were to move out of my way, there you go, another nice shot out as well. Okay, well, the high score is not doing great, but that's not too much of an issue because he's at least lowered them to, I think, enough of a hit point pool. Ooh, that did hurt quite a bit there, though. Let's finish off the VK28. Well, we got the confirmation for a kill, but we also didn't kill them. So there's the Dicker Max, kind of looking at me off to the side. That would be a mistake for me to poke, so let's just wait until now, and then a boop. Thank you very much for your hit points, and 3 more seconds. We can fire 1 more shell at him. He's back in the cover, but that's all good. This is already an incredibly easy win, as we were able to outspot them, outmaneuver them, and completely clear their tanks. So maybe let's get a shot into the Chaffee or the T150. Yeah, let's go down here. This guy's got a lot of hit points left. Speed, and hello, Mr. Chaffee. Can't HE you, but that's all fine. You're going to push up here, lose probably 300 hit points to the Dicker Max. Even if you don't, we're doing a pretty solid job. Okay, this guy, I don't know what either of these players are doing, but we've been able to track this guy twice, and now because we actually should out-reload him, nice, look at that. We're going to end up beating the Chaffee, especially when we're able to plop on our adrenaline here. There you go, another nice shell. And say goodbye. Haha, hasta la vista, baby. So with that going on, how is the Dicker Max still alive? How is that possible? We have a full health MT25 struggling to kill him. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Speed is key. Can we HE him? No, but we can get a nice standard shell in. And in 3, 2, 1, fire. There you go, another nice shell. Let's do a little bit of a side scrape. Hello, how you doing? My name's Droobables. Oh, no, you're dead. Oh, that's great. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Ranger. Another pretty solid battle, over 2,300 damage, able to showcase really just how to get your bearings straight on this vehicle. Do I think it's the best tier 6? No. Do I think it's a fun tier 6? Yeah, honestly, pretty good game in it again. 5 vehicles damaged, and yeah, honestly, a very solid game. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As I said, I personally would not suggest to get the Battle Pass if you're only in it for the tank, but if you're going for all the rewards, definitely worth your while. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.